Hey you guys, we are making homemade biscuits. I'm not a big baker, but I'm in the mood to bake. I'm actually going to start trying to bake more things. So I'm making 8 homemade butter biscuits. This recipe is so easy, anybody can do it. So I'm going to start out with 4 cups of self-rising flour. 4 cups. And while I'm getting my butter and everything else ready, I'm going to stick this big bowl of flour in the freezer. We want to keep all of our ingredients cold, okay? Everything needs to be cold. It's just, you just got to do it. All right, I already have my skillet in there preheating, and that's what we're going to cook the biscuits in. So let's go put this in the freezer to keep it cold. Okay, you guys, next, I know the lighting's not good in here. I'm going to work on the lighting soon. I'm going to get my butter that I pre-froze. So, say a couple hours before you do your recipe, throw your butter in the freezer. Okay, I'm going to grate the butter out. The frozen butter, here to here. Got this for $30 on Amazon. It makes life so much easier when you're baking. Nobody told me that, so I'm telling you. Go get it. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to grate the frozen butter. Your frozen butter just goes in there. And then you just do it like this. Also, you have a release lock on this thing. You can get this. See, it will not move now, but this is butter, you guys. Makes it so much easier. Look at all that butter. Look at all that butter. Alright. And we're going to have, I'm doubling my recipe that, okay, I'm making 8 biscuits. So easy. When I tried to cut my butter up, shred my butter with just a cheese shredder, no. You don't want to do that. Too much work. We ain't here to make everything do double work. We don't have to. Alright. We got all the butter we need now. Alright, make sure and get all of that out of there because you need every bit of it. Let me just get a spoon. How about that? A small spoon. Get all that cold butter out of there. Because we don't want to lose butter. Again, make sure your oven is preheating to 425. And I used a cast iron skillet. I got mine off of Amazon. I got a large one. Because everybody knows everything cooks better in an iron skillet. And don't let cleaning it scare you. All you do is wash it and oil it down. No big deal. Just oil it down, put it on the stove, and dry her out. Okay, I think we got all of that. Alright, we are ready there. Next, you guys, we are going to add the butter to the flour. So I'm going to go get the butter out of the freezer. I'm sorry about the lighting, guys. It's not the best. I'm not a professional here. Alright, you guys, we're going to put the flour. We're going to put the butter in the flour. It's going to look like that. Alright, I'm cutting the butter into the flour. Alright, now you're going to need 2.5 cups of buttermilk. So, 1. Slowly pour that in. And while you're slowly putting that in, you gotta use your fork, spread it out. Okay, now we're just gonna mix this up pretty good with that same fork. And you just move it around until it gets all mixed. And then we're gonna place it out on our working area here. Alright, now we're gonna take a little bit of flour and just spread it out on your working area. You guys, if you're just learning like me, just get in there and do it. Don't worry about perfection and all of that. And then we're going to take our dough and we're going to put it on our working surface. Alright, you guys, you're just going to work this dough. And you're going to fold it 12 times. Okay? You're just going to take it and be gentle with it. If you need to get flour on your hands, then do it. But you're just going to work this dough gently, folding it over. Just be gentle with it. Push down. If your hands get too sticky, put a little flour on them. But count out 12 times, okay? And then I'm going to go back in here, get some of this off, and then fold it again. It's 4. Alright, you guys, I made a total mess, but I had this in the freezer, the cutter, and so I got that out and cut them all out. And then you put them in your iron skillet, and we're going to let them cook. Hang on, and I will tell you guys how long. And if these boys don't stop yelling and cussing in there playing this freaking Call of Duty, I'm about to hurt them. Just so you know. Okay, you guys, now at 425, you should have already had your oven preheated. We're going to go in there and just slide them right in there for 14 to 15 minutes. Again, guys, I'm working on this lighting. I know it's horrible, but get them in there 14 minutes and then pull them out, put a little butter on top, brush some butter on there, put them in for a few minutes later, and then that's all there is to it. I'll show you guys the end result here in 14 minutes. And yes, this is what my kitchen looks like. It screams new baker, but I got the job done, so we'll see how they turn out. Oh, and also, guys, I use self-rising flour from Walmart. I got like tons of it. Alright, so let me clean this mess up and I'll get back to you when the biscuits are ready. Alright, you guys, I'm just going to put a little butter in a container here. Slap it in the microwave and get it melted. Let me clean this mess up and we'll get ready to butter them on top here in just a minute. Alright, guys, it's going to look like this. You can turn this down a little bit so you can see like that, and it's almost done. They're almost done, so I took them out and buttered the tops, and then you're going to put it on broil for a couple of minutes. Alright, guys, I just pulled them out of the oven 14 minutes, and then get them out and brush them with the butter on top, and then you kind of watch it. I went 2 minutes, so yeah. Alright. Turned out pretty good. Perfect. Flaky. Perfect on bottom. I touched your biscuit.
What's your favorite?
With my finger. Alright, guys, I'm going to try this biscuit. Look at it. So good. Thumbs up.